This draft class is absolutely loaded with running backs, but Raheim Rocket Sanders is a name that you need to remember, and he might just be the sleeper that can win you your dynasty leagues late in your rookie drafts. A back with incredible size, he still plays with fantastic lateral agility, and his ability to work out in space and in the receiving game are a huge plus. So, what do we need to know about this guy, and what is the draft community missing? If you enjoy this content, please consider liking and subscribing. But let's take a little bit of a deep dive into one of my favourite sleepers at the running back position in this class. You may have noticed my cat at the end of that clip. She is all over me today. We are home alone and she's in a mood, so she's going to be in this video a little bit. Raheim Sanders is one of my favourite sleepers in this class. He is a big rusher with prototypical size at 6 foot 217, and he definitely plays up to it, running with power, particularly in crucial situations. One of the main thing I noticed when watching the All 22 was that this is someone you can rely on for fourth downs, for goal line work, and for just huge got to have it situations. The other thing that I was really surprised about was his agility. I started to look at the profile and thought, okay, this is going to be a power back. This is going to be someone that's good downhill. But actually, he has a really unique running style and the ability to kind of cut with good acceleration. He has a real ability to plant and go, which is something that I was really surprised about when you start to see the profile. So there is a little bit more to his game than just the ability to run with power. The other thing is that I think he has exceptional vision. I think it's a really strong quality of his. I think he is a patient runner, and I think he's someone who is absolutely able to then hit a hole with burst. So the combination of those two abilities are really strong because it means that you're making sure that you're seeing the right lane, you're waiting to hit it when your blocks are set up, and then you are hitting it with power and with good acceleration as well. I also think he has really reliable hands, which again wasn't what I was expecting from this kind of back. I was more leaning towards, and my bias going into it, but I was leaning towards, okay, this is going to be an Ollie Gordon type power back that's not going to be able to do a huge amount else but get north-south. But his ability to take in catches from outside of his frame was really impressive. Now, he's not a huge plus in the receiving game, or he hasn't been used as such already. He's not lightning quick, but the ability to bring in checkdowns from outside your frame and to work in the screen game with that lateral agility is something which is going to be huge when you get to the NFL in your attempts to try and secure a 3-down workload, which, having watched him, I definitely think he has the potential to do. However, just because I really liked watching his film doesn't mean that I didn't also notice some weaknesses. And one of the main things is that I think he's always trying to make a play bigger than what it is. And in some ways, this is quite a good thing because it means that you're looking to, constantly make defenders miss or go through defenders. But I think what it means with Sanders a lot of the time is that he's not willing to take the easy route and take what's given to him by the defense. That's more of a QB thing, but it works here as well. I think he's constantly looking for, okay, well, as opposed to just evading this one defender and going out of bounds to pick up 7 yards, I'm going to try and evade one, evade another, spin around another, smash through another, and I'm going to score a touchdown. And ultimately, it just ends up with you sacrificing and leaving yards on the table. This is going to be something that's really frustrating for an NFL coordinator or a head coach, and something that probably needs to be coached out of him. The other thing is that I think he is powerful, but he leans more, or he's better at the agility. The ability to move in space is something that I was really impressed with, even for that size. But I think he has a tendency to lean into contact rather than escape it. And I think this is strange because he has the ability to plant and go and actually weave his way around defenders. But more often than not, he tends to take this ability and try and go through a defender, and he runs a little bit too upright for that. And also, he's not going to have the same athletic advantage when he gets into the NFL. So it's definitely something that I would look to trend against, and lean more towards that agility to try and make defenders miss. He also has quite significant ball security concerns. He fumbled a fair amount in college, so that's something that he'll need to shore up when he gets to the NFL. He also currently is a negative in pass protection. So in terms of securing a 3-down workload, that is a priority for him to work on. But to be honest, most rookie running backs tend to be, it's a surprise if someone actually is a good pass protector coming into the NFL. I see a lot of Brian Robinson Jr., the Washington Commanders running back, in Sanders' game, and that is someone that can have a 3-down workload, but potentially will be replaced in the receiving game. He is good to great at a lot of things, but not really elite at anything. So he's good on the goal line. He's good out in space. He's good at making defenders miss. He's good in the receiving game. And it's not a knock on Sanders to compare him to Brian Robinson. This is someone who went in the third round and has had a top 12 fantasy season, but someone that definitely, if you have a pass game specialist, you will look to use them ahead of him. But like, definitely, I think Sanders' floor is a 2-down workload, and he has the upside of a 3-down workload in the NFL, which, considering where he's going in rookie drafts, is a really exciting thing. In terms of the actual draft, I think he goes early day 3. Again, I've said in every running back video when I'm talking about someone outside the top 5, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up getting pushed down just because everyone knows they can take the next guy, because this class of running backs is so deep. But I think he probably does go early day 3. I think teams are going to fall in love with some elements of his skill set. In terms of rookie drafts, this is one of my favorite sleepers or players outside the third round. His current ADP sees him go midway through the 4th, but I would take him as early as the 301. But you don't have to. I'm going to be releasing my rankings in full when I finish my 50 rookie profiles, so you can see where he ranks me then. Superflex, again, the same thing, midway through the third round, just because those quarterbacks get elevated. But this is someone I absolutely want to be targeting late in my rookie drafts. Let me know your thoughts on Sanders down below in the comments. I need to know what I might be missing here, because this is one of my favourite backs in the class right now. And while you're there, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and check out all of the other rookie profiles available on my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.